Chiefs Kingdom. Welcome, your defending AFC champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. Here's Smith on the return. He's got a lead up past the 30. That's some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, the quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
It's pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career was still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
We'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. He'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender. It's Bobby Wagner.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So what happened there, partner? It looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led by the 2nd overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Commanders getting their first red zone look. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. This is Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt, hitting it for the first time. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Washington.
How about
first
that?
down.
Just 2 plays to get them into goal-to-go situation. And if this defense doesn't step up, we could see a touchdown right here.
Kronsky-Merritt has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Trying again here, Kronsky-Merritt. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and goal now from the 6 after that last play. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. From the gun on third down. Cutting in the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Going for it with Kronsky-Merritt. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders get the game's first points here in the second. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on fourth and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Chiefs, nothing.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. Keeps away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. First call here coming from the shotgun. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
5 DBs out there for the Commanders on 3rd. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he takes it down to the 33. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The Commanders take a timeout. They're 1st. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Back to the air, Mahomes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Play action, it's Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie before halftime. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Mariota now. He's running with it.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Mariota. It's Cox. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and a lone yard coming up. They send a receiver in motion right. All right, back to the ground game here. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our 1st half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the 3rd quarter. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. They send Samuel Wright. It looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Mariota. Short pass brought in. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Mariota to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
First down throw, Mahomes. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Lays out left side and gets it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set now, 1st and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Krosky Merritt on the zone read. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good for a Washington first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Mariota. He's calling his own number again. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a Commander.
So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They've got a man in motion. First down, play action. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Back to throw, Mariota. Oh, he lost the football. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. He's able to muster up a little something there after bringing in that fumble block, but he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
They dodged the turnover, but still third and pretty long. They've got to figure out. He'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here on fourth. It's caught by McLaurin. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on fourth down. It keeps this drive moving.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. Throwing from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
That sack once again taking me to my backyard. Playing ball with the neighbors. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. That ball better come out. And when you're getting sacked as often as he is, you would think his timing would be a little better.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Commanders down by 7. So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Back to throw, Mariota. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
To throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Washington first down.
He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here he is to throw. That's going to be dropped off for Krosky-Merritt. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
On third down, Chiefs going with a nickel. Here he is to throw. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Receiver in motion, going left. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Chiefs and Rashee Rice readying for a new series on offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Washington calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Right back to Pacheco. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Running it after the penalty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. It's Pacheco again. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it fourth down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's fourth down. Matt Ariza in punt formation.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we say